Good morning, y'all. So welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. This is going to be completely new for me. Long story short, I have a fake profile that all had fake stuff on it. Fake name, fake personality, fake information. I used it in my past because I didn't want people to judge me. I didn't want people in my real life knowing certain things about me. We all do this, right? Because we don't want to be judged. However, I have been making a lot of changes in my life, which I'm so happy about. I'm so blessed that I'm able to make these changes, right? Not only am I changing, but the people around me are changing. My boundaries are changing. I'm not who I was yesterday. I am looking more on who I want to be tomorrow. And so, one of my goals for this year is to spread more love, right? I'm really hoping to start sharing more of my mistakes with the world so they don't feel so alone. I want to share my story. I want to share my story because I want to give other people, other women, other men, other children, other beings, cat, dog, whatever. I want to show them that there is still love in this world, that there is still good out there. The world that we live in nowadays, unfortunately, is filled with hate and anger and judgment. Hate and anger and judgment are easy. They are the easy things. However old you are, I'm sure that there is something in your past that has hurt you. It has hurt you because you built a relationship, whatever the relationship is, and you thought one thing and they thought another thing. And the more that you start realizing your boundaries, the more that you come to find who you really are, the more that you do not get manipulated, the less that the other party that is manipulating you likes that. So they push back. And it's easy to just fall down. It's easy. It's easy to just stop talking. It's easy to just stop trying. I don't have a perfect past. I am not perfect. I'm not perfect because I am not God. I am a body. And I am coming to learn that even godly people are not perfect either. They want to be. They want to do the right thing. But, at the end of the day, we didn't eat the apple off the tree. Adam and Eve did. And now there is so much sin around us and so much quote unquote bad that it's easy to get consumed with it. It's easy to let it into our lives. Think about it. The only way you can get hurt is by trusting somebody to begin with. If you don't trust this person, they can't hurt you, right? So a lot of us become numb. We stop trying. We stop reaching out to people. We stop having relationships and we just become numb. We're not meant to be numb. We're not meant to be alone. We are meant to love. We are meant to help. We are meant to smile, to be happy. But it is so hard nowadays to be happy. It is so hard nowadays to be happy because there is so much sadness. There is so much trauma. There is so much yucky stuff out there that it's easy to focus on all that stuff and let it consume you. It's easy. It is. I'm sharing this on my real profile. I'm sharing this as me, right? I'm also going to share this on my fake profile. Because the hope is down the road that I can continue to use my voice and not my image to make a positive difference. And that's all that I want. That's all that I want. I want other people to know that it's okay to not be okay sometimes. Because I wish I heard that 10 years ago. You know, you listen, I could get so distracted. Anywho, I'm going to stick to my notes, which is not easy for me. I ramble really easily. I get very distracted. I ramble. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm not. I've learned all these things because the silence was scary. I've learned to stop having a voice. I've learned to stop standing up to people. You know, if you don't say anything, it's not real. Well, guess what? It is real. And the more we try to avoid it, the more that it's going to show up in our lives. Feelings. A lot of people use nowadays because they don't want to feel. I know I did. I didn't want to feel. The bad was so bad that I didn't want to feel it anymore. However, by not feeling at all, I didn't get to feel the happy. I didn't get to feel the love. I didn't get to feel the joy. I was so focused on my past and the crappiness and the have-tos in life that I had to do as a child that I forgot that I have a choice for tomorrow. You have a choice to change anytime you want to. Anytime. It is your life, not mine. But I really hope that this gives y'all hope to want to change. You know, what is change? It's just doing the opposite of what you did before. Doing something different. If you keep living your life every day doing the same thing and you keep getting the same results and you keep being miserable, no wonder why. You didn't change anything to begin with. However, change is scary. Change is very scary because we don't know. Which brings anxiety. So many of us have anxiety nowadays. Define anxiety. Anxiety is the fear of the unknown. That's all it is. So the more we deal with it, the more we talk about it, the more we address it, the less scarier it becomes. Everybody is scared of something. Everybody is addicted to something. Like whether it be coffee, drugs, happiness, gambling, sex, whatever it is, you do a thing and it makes you feel a certain way, right? It's just learning to do a different thing that gives us that same feeling. I know I'm rambling. I know we're up to 8 minutes already, so thank you for taking the time to listen to what I have to say. I really appreciate it. This is the start for me. I don't know where I'm going to end up. I don't know where I'm going, but I just hope that I make a positive difference in the world. The main thing I wanted to talk about today was going from a victim to a survivor. I've recently had a very wonderful lady tell me stop being the victim and start being the survivor, which is something I've heard my whole life, but it never really clicked. It never really made sense before. And I've been making huge changes in my life for about the last 2 months now. How have I been able to make these changes? Because I had so much stuff on top of me, just pushing me down, that I finally just broke. I snapped. I said, I can't do this anymore. I literally can't pick up after you anymore because you're suffering for it. I literally can't just let you take all of this from me. I have to keep fighting. I have to keep fighting for myself and for my kids. I was put in positions in life where I had to fight. I could have not. I could go back to using. I could just lay down and let them have whatever they want from me. But that's not what I want out of life. I want to be a great role model for my children because I want them to be strong, independent women. And if I don't do it, they're not going to do it. I know for a fact I have hurt people in my past, and I'm not proud of that by any means. And that is the last thing that I have wanted to do. But I am human too. I make mistakes. If I didn't make a mistake, then I didn't change anything and I don't learn anything. Right? Anywho, I want to define these for you. A victim. A victim is a person who has been harmed, injured, or is tricked or duped. Everybody, whoever is listening to this, has been a victim at some point. They have been manipulated. They have been tricked. They have been lied to. They have been fooled. They have been harmed, whether physically or emotionally or mentally or sexually or financially. However it is, we have all been hurt. A survivor, literally, I got all these definitions from Google. A survivor is defined as a person who survives, especially a person remaining alive after an event in which others have died. The other definitions are the remainder of a group of people or things. A person who copes well with difficulties in their lives. It's not easy. It's not easy to transition from a victim to a survivor. The difference is when someone hurts us, do we just soak it up and, take it? Do we hurt other people because we were hurt? Or do we look ourselves in the mirror and you say, that really sucked. That was really bad. That was a horrible car accident. But I'm still here. I'm still alive. Do we focus on the event that happened to us? Or do we focus on healing from it? However, if we avoid it and we don't acknowledge that it actually happened to begin with, we cannot heal from it. If we keep saying, oh, that car never hit me. This is just an example. We keep saying, oh, that man never beat me. Oh, my boss never told me this. Oh, this person didn't say that about me. If we keep running from it, if we keep avoiding it, if we keep denying that it never happened in the first place, we can't get to survivor mode. It is easy to just shut down and let this take over. It's easy. The hard part, the really hard part, because I still struggle looking myself in the mirror. But the more that I record these things, the more that I go back and I rewatch, and the more that I hear what I had to say yesterday, the more that I see that I want so much more for my future. However, the more that I share this with the world, the more I think faster than I can talk, the more vulnerable I become. Because you guys are going to judge me. You are going to look at me and you are going to pick out every little itty bitty flaw that is in this picture right now. You are going to, break down every little word that I have to say because it hits something home. Because all of us experience all these things. Feelings. The definition of a feeling is an emotional state or reaction. It's also a belief. The main word that speaks to me right there is reaction. Something happens, and then we feel a certain way about it. That's being human. Cats, dogs, ducks, humans, we all do it. Something happens. Something happened. Now, how do I feel about that? I don't really feel that strong about it because it's just a pen that flew in the air. However, to somebody else, a pen could be scary. The world we live in nowadays has taught us not to deal with our feelings, has not taught us how to properly feel. It is teaching us to become numb. Stare at a screen all night long and don't deal with your problems because they're hard. It is hard. It is hard to go from victim to survivor. It is hard. Nobody wants to be a victim. Nobody wants to get hit by a car. Nobody wants to end up with an abusive ding-dong. Nobody wants that. But it happens. It happens a lot more than we want it to. And that's my hope in sharing all of this, is to tell you that it is not your fault that something happened to you. It is not our fault that Adam and Eve took the apple. It's not. I've rambled for about 15 minutes now. That's all I really have to say for today. I plan to keep doing this. I really hope that I do make a positive difference in the world. And like I said, the more that I open myself up to y'all, the more y'all are going to attack me. And it's either going to make me or it's going to break me. And I can just pray for guidance, because I am not perfect. I know God has given me the answers to my life, my whole life. And I choose to ignore him because it's easier. However, if you don't talk to him in the first place, he can't give you the answer. Just like if you don't call your mom, she can't give you advice. And then even when she does, it's up to you whether you want to listen or not. Advice is just words that have come from other people that have made the mistake already. But it's not the talking that matters, it's the doing. Did they physically change from what happened? Or did they not? And that's why they're giving you the advice that they gave you, because they already got hurt. They already experienced what it's like. This is not me telling y'all what you have to do. It's not. This is just me sharing with you the mistakes that I have made. So hopefully you don't have to make them too. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm scared as heck to post this. I'm not gonna lie. I am. But I just want to make a positive difference. I really do. Thank you.